our SASE concept. According to the Gartner report, you know that now new wave is coming. So the new wave name is, we are calling the Secure Service Edge. So just think about that. You are using your NG firewall, UTM firewall, right? What is the reason because of that? You would like to make your converged security 15 years ago. Now it is happening again. All the security features are moving to the cloud. That is the reason why Forcepoint just did 3 strategic acquisitions in last 3 years. The first one is we just buy a company from BitClass from USA. Its name is BitClass. They are offering cloud access, security broker, zero trust network access, and cloud secure web gateway. And the other one, we just acquisition from the UK. Its name is Deep Secure. Regarding the Gartner report, if you want to be a SASE vendor, you need to get a constant design and reconstruction technology. What is it actually? It means that I would like to send an email to you, and I would like to send a JPEG file. And I can hide a malicious code inside the JPEG file, and I can send to you. So this kind of stenography technique attack, any email or any web-based attack, system could be stop that kind of activity in the cloud. So we have a content design and reconstruction technology in our design. So the last one, Forcepoint just did another acquisition because we are trying to get our field. We just get another feature, remote browser isolation from the India, from the cyber company. So these 3 acquisitions just built our base of the SASE concept. As many of you know that Forcepoint have also a very powerful NG firewall. We are getting our power from the stones of NG firewall. Maybe you are using or you heard that. It is the heart of our infrastructure, and with this secure service edge and with our native integrated SD-WAN solution, NG firewall solution, we are recommended SASE vendor on the Gartner report. So this is what we are building, what we built actually at the moment, and we are offering our customers. You can say and ask that, what is the difference with you and the other SASE vendors all around our conference center? I will describe a few of them, but the main differential is that we built the infrastructure in AWS. Because today, when you would like to access any website on the internet, you will realize that 30% of the web pages are located in AWS. So it is a really good idea, right, to position our solution in the AWS. Because the platform AWS has some really unique capabilities, just like polyscale, availability on the vertical line. If you need more resource, if you need more networking, more client access, the system is automatically making another copies of the service. So design and the concept, now we are building all the features in AWS. And you can ask that again, what is the other differentiator from the other SASE vendors all over the world? You know that we are a data security company, Forcepoint. And you know that our data security NG is the #1 on the sector. It is related with the 12 times Gartner leader. Now we are transferring our knowledge and we are transferring our data security engine with the platform. This is not a regular or usual DLP engine. This is a proven data security engine from the Forcepoint. This is a different one. So the platform will built-in technology, Forcepoint data security, and it is providing threat protection CDR, threat protection RBI, and also we are providing sandbox operation in the cloud base. So yes, unified policy management, unified dashboard reporting, everything working on the cloud. And you can imagine that if it is a AWS, it is really easy to add more features and more capabilities on the system. So this is the design, and this is what we are working at the moment. And the other challenge on the market, not only for Forcepoint and for the other vendors, this system is working on the cloud. The main idea is you would like to protect your cloud-based application, private application, and you would like to control your unmanaged and managed device access, right? You are a company laptop and you are working at your company location and everything working, okay? You can work, you can access to OneDrive, you can access to your company Dropbox, and you can download whatever you want. But you go to vacation and you don't have your company laptop and you would like to check a report on the OneDrive, but your company is recycling that one. For productivity, you are an IT person, you also would like to give access a person for productivity during the vacation time. So you need some limitation. This unmanaged device need to access the data, but he shouldn't download this data, right? Because you are not trusting the unmanaged device, and you cannot control it. You cannot install any agent on it. So you need that kind of control your unmanaged device. It can be any device, from your kids' device or any internet cafe. So we are protecting your data and data flow. That is the idea. That is the idea of our design. So the unique differentiator for there, we are also building the infrastructure with our built-in classifier. Classifier, what does it mean? It means that in Forcepoint data security, when you compare with the other vendors on the market, in the POC, in the other things, you will realize that the main challenge is you have a cloud-based solution, okay, and you have an on-prem solution. You need to do it. Hybrid operation. Now we are challenging that one. I don't want to manage two systems together, on-prem system and cloud-based system. Forcepoint is the only one vendor at the moment who can manage on-prem policy and the cloud-based policy in one sector. Maybe you heard that for on-prem operation, we are using our FSM. Our FSM is an on-prem solution, and you can manage web security, data security, and email security. Also, you can create a policy in our on-prem system, and you can push this policy to the cloud. Now, this is only one company, we can do that. We can do that because our infrastructure can be capable of that one. This is something very challenging for other ones. Okay, is there any question for that one until now? I will be quick and taking time. Okay, in Forcepoint 1, we are always trying to control your data flow, okay, for unmanaged and managed device, and we are trying to make a secure communication to your private application, company application. One thing I would like to highlight it from the number 3, it is zero trust network access. This technology is bringing new capabilities to replace our client-side and SSL VPN communication. I am not saying that we are 100% replacing your actual IPsec VPN protocol or deployment. I am saying that in your NG firewall, you are probably using to access your user to your resource, but you have some challenging. For example, for identity management, your VPN client is not aware of that, for your identity management. In that purpose, we are bringing an identity provider solution built in our infrastructure. So you can import many third-party identity in the system, and they can prove the identity, and then system give access with that. Then they can reach to any internal application. It can be SAP, it can be any ERP application, or it can be a web page, or RDP or SSH session. It's up to you. So this kind of zero trust access communication on the market, you can see many vendors are providing that one. So what this Forcepoint is doing different? Forcepoint ZTNA approach, we are not only getting connectivity to you. Connectivity is okay. You can access to your data anywhere, with agent and with agentless. Okay. The other thing is you can control your traffic inbound and outbound with ZTNA. The others are also doing that. And the final thing, we are also checking your traffic for data security pattern for ZTNA access. This is something we are also doing in our ZTNA traffic. And if someone try to steal from your company network with ZTNA access, we are blocking company property data. This is one use case you can use in your infrastructure. And another simple but efficient use case in ZTNA, I would like to highlight. I'm a bad person and I'm your third party. I would like to put a malicious code in your remote desktop session, okay? So in the traffic intercepting, we are checking traffic and we can block the activity during that session. It is also possible. So I will switch to a demo session quickly to much more efficient. In this demo, I will do a session reverse proxy. Reverse proxy means that I have a client, and client would like to go to Office 365 platform with the company credential. Then the platform in the background, Microsoft, have an integration with the Forcepoint 1. So the challenge is you need to check the identity, right? We can get the identity from ADFS, and then we can send a sample to the request, and we can get access from the Microsoft side. The client side, it will be seamless. It will never be a Forcepoint 1 platform, okay? They will write the company credential in the Office 365 platform, then the flow will be just happen in the background. Let's watch together and try to understand the approach. The user is trying to go to Office 365 and give it the company credential, and he will log in. I will make a bit faster to show the much more information. This is the company credential. He is signing, and then he was getting the access. Just examine that, check the URL, login microsoftonline.com, okay? In the background, this can be a managed device, company managed device. Managed device means that you are installing an agent on the client and you are controlling the traffic. Forward proxy. So the idea in any SASE concept is the idea is same. Forcepoint 1 platform, you can think that it is a proxy on the cloud, okay? We are positioning a system on the cloud, and the idea, in any case, you are trying to get client traffic to the cloud. Because if you get the traffic, you can do the malicious control, you can do the data security engine, inbound and outbound, and you can control the traffic or anything else. So, he is logging into Microsoft platform. Now, the platform sends an identity to the Okta platform. In this use case, the identity providers, they are not using ADFS, so we can integrate with any third-party identity provider. It can be Okta, it can be Ping, or any kind of identity provider service. He's approving his identity here. Okay. Then the system will let him go and authentication. He will jump to the Office 365 platform. Now I will show you the URL. Yes. Redirection. Single sign-on, ACS. Now here it is. you can see that URL change. No, so the user seems that they are surfing on the Office 365, but actually he's not. This technique is URL wrapping. We are changing the URL. So the client traffic is, we are getting all the traffic to the AWS to manage the traffic, to manage for the malicious, data security, and anything else. So now the user will play with the Google Drive, with the SharePoint, with the Teams, and you can control the N activity over there. One question here. All of you are doing a Microsoft Teams meeting, right? And if we do a Microsoft Teams meeting with you, it means that I am the third party for you. So during the meeting, you can share any file with me, right? You are not restricted that one. So what is controlling your data to send your third parties? This is a one simple use case, but really recommended and acceptable use case for this Forcepoint one. This is the one you can use also in a SharePoint, in Teams, or any kind of Microsoft application. Now, in this example, you will try to download a company sensitive project file from an unmanaged device, and you will get some blocking operation, and you will get some response from the system. Okay, I will be much more quicker then to show you more content. Here it is, just accessing the file and downloading a copy to his computer. Then, okay. Now, we don't have any agent on the computer, but the traffic is just intercepting the traffic. So because of that, we can understand the pattern of the traffic. It is already set project and sensitive content detected. We are blocking the activity and we are don't letting the company property information come through. So this is something we can show easily. So let me jump to another use case. I think it is much more efficient than presentation. In that example, we can control the secure web gateway. We have a secure web gateway agent. You can forward any activity to the cloud for browser isolation, for content design and reconstruction, and for sandbox operation. In that traffic, we are making some unique technologies. What is it? It is that our agent, our secure web gateway agent, is doing SSL and TLS decryption on-site on the computer. What is the advantage of that? If you do the SSL and TLS decryption on-site, you don't need a process on the cloud. That means that your internet performance, your web security performance is much more better than other competitors. So imagine that your platform, policy-based operation, everything is happening on the cloud, AWS, and you know that what is the uptime performance of AWS? It is better than Microsoft, and it is proven that. So the platform sends any request to the AWS, and SSL decryption, direct decryption happen on the right. So you can control any web security activity with the categorization, content categorization. And one question is here: what kind of malicious control do you achieve in that traffic? By default, we can offer big defender engine in the traffic. So if you go to platform, by default, Forcepoint is providing big defender engine. But if you can say additional security layer, do you have? Yes, with the add-on, we are providing cross-strike or silence engine to your managed traffic. These are some capabilities our platform. So moving quickly, so you can control, of course, Reddit application and Reddit web page and some granular control on Reddit. But I would like to show much more efficient way. Just standard one, you can control the acar.com and you can download a file and you can get the block operation to show that your traffic is managed and your traffic is also controlled with our system with the malicious control. So one thing again I would like to highlight, it is not a company cloud-based system, it is a AWS. It is number one on the internet, and no one is faster than AWS at the moment. That makes the Forcepoint is better than others at the moment. Okay, now another use case, I will switch. Linking, okay? Many people are using the linking. You can extract any data over the linking profile, any resume or any company important information. You cannot extract. But in that use case, someone is just chatting with Tommy Candizaro, and then he will try to send some file over the chat. So now we are managing our web security intersection. We can control the traffic. We can control the traffic, and we can check the company data for any kind of operation. But now I will ask a special question to you, confidential. Okay, it will not upload. Okay, what makes the DLP engine better for Forcepoint? Okay, you know that Forcepoint is good, Forcepoint is a Gartner leader, 12 years, we are a good company in data security. But why? Because the reason is, in Forcepoint, there is a 1,700 classifiers. That means that, for example, I am a system administrator, and I am working in a virtual environment, and I get a key from the VMware system, okay? And I would like to use this VMware ESXi number in my home, or Microsoft Windows serial number. So this is a company property, right? I cannot use it at home. So Forcepoint, we already know that this is a pattern of the VMware ESXi number, or this is a Python code, or this is a Microsoft Windows license. So it's a company property. You cannot share it, you cannot upload it anywhere. So by default, we know anything important for you. Okay, now I will switch to another one. Any question? Any question? Please. So this is for ZTNA, Zero Trust Network Access. What is it? Just you have an unmanaged device, you are going to vacation, and you would like to access company resource. You can use ZTNA. Or you are a company, track company, for example, you would like to give access to your ERP or SAP system for any kind of third-party engineers all over the world. So think about that. Identity management. It is really hard, right? You can go and give an access rule in your firewall, but you are only giving access to network. In that way, we are giving access to service. And your client-to-site VPN, you are giving access, but you are not controlling your data expression. You are only controlling the client side for post-checker operation. It is updated, it is antivirus is enabled or not, right? And believe me, you know better than me, your client-to-site VPN, they are always have vulnerabilities, right? You are spending your time to fix the vulnerability on your client-side VPN application. That is eliminating that kind of request. You don't need to install anything, and you are gaining data security, malicious control, and also connectivity to your server. So any of your clients can reach to this portal, okay, and prove identity. Then the system is forwarding any request to your on-site system. In your on-site system, we are deploying a ZTNA connector. It's up to you, can deploy many of them, and we are managing your traffic easily. In that example, we will get access one user from our system with the Nextcloud, and then we will see that how they can access the application. It can be also agent-based if you want. You can install an agent, and you can give access with the SSH or RDP or any service-based application, I can say. So let's go. And the system is asking for identity. As you can see, identity is just here. We are getting the identity here and giving access to the user in company resource. So he gets access and he can see the file. He can download any file or anything else in the system. Again, if there is a company rule letting the system to download or not, then we are applying any policy in the system easily. Let me jump to our user interface and any question. So we just learned that the platform Forcepoint 1 is the feature of the Forcepoint. Okay, 5 minutes. We learned that it is feature of Forcepoint, but not only a feature of Forcepoint, it is a feature of our IT security. I know that you have some regulation, big regulation, and regulation are stopping you to move your security features on cloud. It is everywhere. Everywhere is the same condition. But why people are trying to move their infrastructure to the cloud and convert security? Just imagine that 15 years ago, if someone comes to you and tell that, okay, I have a box, it is doing everything. It is doing everything, UTM firewall. What will you say? We were doing the proxy service, we are doing the other service in a separated box, right? Then we move the UTM firewall. Is it correct? Now we are moving to converge security platform. Regulations, yes, regulation will be a bit much more, how can I say, less oriented or much more changeable at the end of the day, because companies and governments know that if they change some regulation, if they let the people go to the cloud, it will be much more less price for any kind of feature because of the nature of the cloud. You can imagine that you are buying a physical appliance and you are buying a virtual appliance in AWS. It is just a service on the AWS. So let's examine that one and try to understand. In Forcepoint 1, you are getting a portal access actually in AWS. So you can manage your secure web gateway policies, you can manage your secure web gateway content policies, any kind of categorization. You can add your client and Active Directory or ADFS or any user information, and you can manage your private application or software as a service application. It can be Google, it can be Office 365, and you can create any kind of data security or malicious control policy in that platform easily. It is quite easy that also we have our identity provider inside the system. If you want to go without Okta or PIN, you can integrate our identity provider and you can access to any system. This is just a sample rule, just like a firewall. You can examine that. Groups, any groups, access any device, any location, any. It can be changeable, of course. Action, you can set the action tab, and you can configure the DLP functionalities here to your secure application to manage the traffic on your ZTN access. Okay. Any question? I will stop here. For more details, demonstration, workshop, or any other details, please reach to us, because my colleagues here, Miko, and we are really appreciated to show the feature of what is Forcepoint 1 and what we can provide to your business to grow up. It is really our welcome to help you to manage and to fix your cybersecurity problem in that area. Any question? Yes, please.
You said that you inspect the entire traffic.
Yes.
How do you guarantee that you don't trace us, you don't see our confidential communications, etc.?
Confidential data, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we are talking some chats, but we we're exchanging some important information about the company, etc.
A company, we are not storing any confidential data, but for intersection, we are only storing your company username for limited time. This is just a proxy service, yes, for user information, time information, just a regulation, source, destination, user, time. We should store them because of visibility, but we are not storing any confidential data in AWS. By default, we are using a S3 packet for log operation, but we are not storing any confidential data, Word document, PDF, or anything else. It is as seamless. For the IP engine operation, yes, but then we are not storing any data in the cloud, only users. Any more questions? Yes, please.
For exchange online, for example, you are doing both HTTPS traffic filtering and SFTP traffic.
We are only capable of HTTP and HTTPS traffic in that design. Also, other SASE concepts, okay? Because HTTP and HTTPS is the main idea here. But we are not managing SMTP protocol. In SMTP protocol, we have another solution. We have already have a solution, data security. So it is Office 365, for example, right? We can position an email security gateway front of your exchange, and we can control next stop MTA for any email activity with the data security approach. Okay?
So do you have both for cloud and on-premises?
Yes. Yes, of course.
So both HTTPS and SMTP?
Yes. This is data security approach. The DLP product approach, yes, we can go. In data security, we are covering any use case. We are covering any use case. And USB, endpoint application, endpoint control. In data security, you need to control 25 channels. 25 channels. And for example, CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, okay? Removable media, file access, anything, there are every channel. Bluetooth, it is just another channel, right? You need to control your Bluetooth activity if someone make a data expiration. So, Forcepoint data security, it can control anything, any channel on the system. And Forcepoint 1, yes, we have a native integration, Forcepoint DLP, and Forcepoint 1. This is the one thing, no one can do that at the moment. Any more questions, please?
I would like to ask you about classifiers.
Classifiers?
Yes.
Okay.
My understanding is that as for now, you don't have classifier for local text ID numbers in Adriatic region. I'm wondering when you will add it, since you are selling the product here, it would be really nice.
Let me explain. For classification, Forcepoint is doing a OEM agreement with a company we are calling Get Visibility. It is not our own company acquisition, but we are friendly using their product and bundling our product with classification. Get Visibility is a new company. 2018, they just built it, and they are doing a machine learning and artificial intelligence. But their classifier, their built-in capabilities, they are growing up. For text number, for Adriatic companies, Balkan companies, they have some limitation. But they can covering any use cases quickly. So if you have any kind of special request, we can handle it in our environment.
We can open ticket for this specific
Get
request.
visibility. Get visibility, right?
No, for the content classifiers for text ID numbers for the Adriatic region.
Ah, you mean content classifier for data security or for
Yes, for that.
Which language?
It's not language, it's text ID numbers, it's language
You-
agnostic.
But we are
Numbers.
we are okay. We are supporting text ID.
No, in the local countries you don't, for the Adriatic region you don't have text numbers, it's classified.
Okay, then let me show you the correction. If there is a pattern, Forcepoint data security doesn't know, okay, because it can be. There is a new pattern. We are providing a pattern to our developer team, and they are getting the pattern, and they are creating a classifier.
Yes.
Then the next release, they are publishing it in GDPR, in KVKT, in Turkey regulation. We have many kinds of information, over than 25 rules in the system. So tax IDs we are supporting in my country also. So if this is a stopper, if this is not supporting at the moment, you need to provide an example, and the developer team are creating the pattern, because you know that it's a kind of regular expression sometimes and a kind of scripting, but developer team gets the example and they can provide easily.
Modulus 11, we have already provided several months ago and nothing happens, that's why I'm asking.
Please share us with the case number, we will follow up, okay? Nico, do you aware of this one?
Which one, sorry?
Do you aware of this tax ID problem or?
Not that
No.
I
This
have.
scope is done, I believe.
Okay, please, after the session, we can discuss it offline, we can take your number to get the ticket with this. Okay, any more questions? Okay, thank you for joining today. Thank you.